cover them with tattoos so you can't see. Knew it from the start, you had problems with me and the things I could be, I just wish I had seen. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you can never own. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you can never own. So fight and die for the things you know you love. Do what you think is right and see life do what you want. So fight and die for the things you know you love. Do what you think is right and see life do what you want. Swear I won't forget this, why do I regret this? In my mind reckless, thoughts are feeling endless. Sitting up I'm breathless, anxiety's infectious. I feel so defenseless, betrayed and embarrassed. I hate being open, I hate being broken. I feel like an ocean filled up with emotion. Anger ain't a potion, rub it on like lotion. I can feel it soaking, reopen, the scars have awoken. I can't move on till I let go. I feel so lost, never at home. Need to be strong, every breath hold. Cause I can't move on till I let go. I can't move on till I let go. I feel so lost, never at home. Need to be strong, every breath hold. Cause I can't move on till I let go. Never at home. Need to be strong, every breath hold. Cause I can't move on.
There we go. Hello. Make sure I have everything selected. Don't worry about my screen. I have it like this for up. Savage, hey, what's up? Welcome, welcome. How you doing? Thank you so much for being. Alright, let's head into roads for right now. That way I can check on the telegrams. It's a snake. Remember where I'm at? Okay, I know where I'm at now. Yeah, I know where I'm at. Right by the hospital. That's the hospital right there. Ooh, I am lagging. Give me a second. I have to adjust a few things. I am lagging. Oh, that's why. That go. Priority high. There we go. Perfect. There we go. That is brilliant. Okay. Let's head into town. Felt like I was a bit far back. There we go. Telegram station. Oh, I forgot they had one there too. Okay. It's not too big of an issue. All right. Fine, I think that's stuck on a sign. Okay. Okay, so there's nothing new. I should send a telegram to father. Okay. Contact ain't new. Sender. 9. I can spell her name right. Or no, there's only 2 A's, not. Boom. Telegram sent. Let's do this. Gotta check to see what was actually. Okay, cool beans. I think it will be at the hospital, so we'll head that way. Probably where they're all at anyway, so it's a good guess.
One of my hogs crushed half her pig. Yep.
what everyone was looking at that wagon though. Got hurt? But we're gonna head here, see if anyone is here. Oh, cool, they are. Oh, Maraway, are you alright?
I don't know why that happened. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Are you okay?
Huh? You barely missed me, but I am alright. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I did not know how that happened.
Get your stuff.
I have a will, and you're not in it, Hamish.
Motherfucker. We're related. How the fuck can I not be in your will?
We're not related.
Not
You
by
literally
blood.
sign. You sign your telegrams to me. Your worst uncle.
But... Yeah. That's still an uncle, right?
I didn't know I had a brother that was Scottish.
Yeah, really.
Apparently I'm considered an uncle, and I don't know where the fuck that is. It even you? It might be Enola. But
I know.
that's
I
still
don't know.
technically a part of the whole
That's
same
Snow.
fucking bullshit shrub family.
Or
whatever the fuck.
listen, if you hear back from
The shrub
Snow,
family.
please let me know. If you hear back from Snow, please let me know what he says, because it would be an absolute fucking miracle to hear from him.
Technically fired him 3 days ago. I struck him from the ledger.
Still on the roster. You
He
fucking
was still on the
idiot.
roster. I
She
struck him off
leaped
it
at me.
3 days ago. The fucking undersheriff as well somehow. Don't know how he managed to do that.
Patrol
I'm
time.
unimpressed.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of law here. We could have full state patrol if we wanted.
Yeah, it really was.
Oh my god.
Yeah, fuck it. Let me.
Oh fuck it, Michelle, you're
The
doing
horse
your
is making
job.
sure that the job
That would be really funny.
can be done.
No. She likes me too much.
Oh.
Watch out.
Oh
We're
wow.
not liable if the guys shoot you. Ugh.
Now, last time this happened, someone got stabbed in the neck, so...
Yeah.
Oh, that's not what I meant to do. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Wow, Hamish.
Ah,
Hamish,
Where's my badge at?
What?
Someone
you
just
just made her run
Oh.
over someone.
Oh! Sorry, I didn't know you were there. I'm so sorry.
Throwing your
Hello,
goddamn
horse.
tire at me?
Ooh,
On
that
the
roll
bright side, you
punch.
didn't see it coming.
Yeah, he punched me in the mouth and then he trampled you with his horse.
Oh.
I'm really sorry.
He's not really.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
You guys really need to learn how to flee your horses.
Ukus do not like.
Oh my god.
You sound squishy, old man.
Did you just say he sounds squishy?
Running.
Yeah, don't be doing that.
As long as that guard doesn't join in, we're good.
Oh god, why do I feel like there's going to be a gunfight in a minute? Look, where are you going?
Well, neither of you are dead. Well done.
So,
What? Who won now?
Can I borrow you?
who won?
Yes.
I think Theo's about ready to pass out.
No, I'm just tired.
Oh dear.
Well, yeah, no, I'm pretty hurt, but I'm.
Yeah, there's still another room here to put on.
You just got to my, I was just starting to feel it in my core.
Really? What?
Yep.
It's all that fucking fancy dance shit you do.
Yeah.
Fancy
I could teach you.
dance Shit.
I need to be taught. I know how to do it. I
I
just
know.
don't because I fight like a man.
And that's why you're losing.
In a situation of a fight, wouldn't you rather have the upper hand?
I mean, if it's an actual fight, believe me when I tell you, I'm not gonna be throwing fists.
A fight or a friendly brawl? Upper hand.
A ball.
Sorry. Brawl.
No, but when he initially said dancing, I assumed he meant square dance or some shit, so that's generally what I thought originally.
Ma'am, what's your name? I don't think we've met before. Sorry, it was hard to hear you there.
It is alright. Tatsa Amara.
Okay, you might have to help me with the pronunciation of that.
It
Tatsa
is-
Amara?
Right, you can call me Rain if it is.
I'd rather use whatever you prefer. Do you prefer
We'll do
Rain
both.
or? Okay.
That's Samara. Am I correct on that? Christ.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Sheriff Imogen Snow. I'm sorry that was your first impression of me.
Okay,
Honestly,
okay. Brawls
we're very
are a
professional.
common thing back at.
Almost like I know what I'm doing.
We're to quote Enola, we are very professional here in the East.
Mm-hmm. Not really. Not at all. All right. So, are we just gonna go standing around here, deputies, or are we going for a patrol?
Mm.
Y'all can. I'm gonna
Okay.
turn in, I think.
All right, Joe. Hey, if you need anything, you can reach out.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I might take you up on that.
Oh, I will. I'll definitely do it short on that.
If you're about tomorrow, maybe we can have a chat.
Yeah, absolutely.
Appreciate it.
Oh,
Oh!
goodness Christ! Oh, cheaper one!
You're being an asshole today. Why?
That one is quite feisty, huh?
I'm moving.
Easy. Hey, you might want to walk away from people before you mount.
It's not a person.
Ow.
Ah.
What's that? Yeah. Oh yeah, I saw her walk back to what I tried, I think. Yeah, we have a teacher in class.
Yeah, I don't believe we've been introduced either. I'm Deputy John Dealey, East Sequoia Sheriff's Office.
By the way.
It's a pleasure to meet you, ma'am. Likewise. Alright, I'm going to say bye to a few people and I'm going to head off myself. Excuse me.
Yeah, you need to get straight.
I'll go to see Bear first.
Someone's got it. Yeah, it's gonna be like you and Jordan. You were.
I was.
I feel like getting trampled by 2 horses in rapid succession was a little out of your hands.
It was. The thing is, usually most of my injuries are out of my hands. It's just really frustrating that it continues. I'm not one to do particular.
I really wanted to hit Hamish back.
You should have.
That is true. Not too bad.
Yeah, not bad at
Hey, y'all, I'm going to clear off. I'll speak soon, yeah?
Alright.
Take care now. Be safe.
Likewise.
See ya.
Oh, interest.
If any other medical was around, I would invite them to stay, but all we have is law, and I'm not teaching these things to law.
And this particular class I've already done, so I'm just kind of extra eyes in hand.
No, and honestly, I'm always fine with anybody staying for class who wants to.
Irene, you and I both know I've gotten plenty of practice in the field.
Mm-hmm. You haven't had a chance to get rusty.
I really haven't.
I need to run off and do a few things, but hopefully I'll be back before you're done.
Alright. Take care. Travel safe.
Have fun.
Stay out of trouble.
No promises.
Never are.
Fair enough, on it.
He ages me. No, I like to use pigs for class. They're a good stand-in for people. I can't go stabbing and slashing people just so that students can practice sewing them back up.
That's true.
Pretty sure that's illegal.
I wouldn't to practice.
We get plenty of practice. Nobody else needs our help with that. Nobody needs us to be stabbing and slashing. They take care of it all on their own.
That's what she said. Probably. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise you, yeah.
To just be standing there, it was pretty blinding. I don't think we had a chance to show you where everything is here.
It's a brief last time. I am not quick.
I can't remember if we showed you like the storage and all that.
Ah, you...
Okay. We have the two storage chests. The combination to one of them, to the one in the corner. Well, they're both in corners. I'll show you which is which. This one here, the combination is 1211, and the other one I do not know. Do you know what the combination to the other chest is?
The person who would definitely know just like.
Dang it. Oh well.
Right.
These
Yes,
two
I am.
chests are food stores.
What?
We had just too much food taking up medical storage. Until at one point Greer came looking in here and found a shit ton of yeast and no bandages. The priorities were a little bit skewed.
I would not recommend trying to patch a wound.
Oh, God.
God.
That's awful even to think about. Never mind to subject someone to.
Not to be pleasant.
Should give you something to actually sew up. One of the other advantages to doing things this way is if you, you know, make some attempts at suturing and it doesn't work and you need to try again, well, just stab it again. almost everybody I know in medical has some story about experiencing some horrible trauma because the first time they did something was when someone's life was on the line, and I don't really believe in learning under duress like that. I don't think that those are the circumstances under which you should be doing anything for the first time.
I can see how it could.
Believe me, my first day here was a mass casualty. I literally hadn't even been hired yet.
Yeah, you came here looking to talk to me while I was dealing with a mass casualty.
It is
And then I was just like, oh shit, that's a lot of people down. I should probably help.
We do have a way of sending runners specifically for a mass casualty. It's different from sending regular runners.
I don't know that it actually works anymore. I mean, we might
No?
need to talk to the government about.
Okay, yeah, I recall we tried to send them out last time and it didn't work.
Yeah.
But yeah, they'll let us know that it's several people are down and it's more of an all hands on deck situation.
I'm curious to see how they're go about it. Because I have some with my old character, Ava. So, curious to see how they're gonna go about it. That was a bit ago since I played her, so.
I think I am going to step outside and.
Alrighty.
Yeah. I'll be back in a few minutes.
Yeah, it was quite some time ago. Yeah, no, it is a bit crazy how long.
Before we get started, I'm gonna think about getting something to drink.
than one? How am I supposed to open them? Like, that's a question. That one's so dumb. The codes for what? I'm sorry, what did I say? Oh, I think my music stopped. Oh my god, this has never asked me if I'm still listening before. That's new. My music stopped. Roll the frick. What happened to the normal cross arms? Why did that change? Yeah, that's all the same. I'm gonna have to take some time and get it learned. Honestly. See, I would like to take a screenshot and use that as my new email. Ask the sheriff. Sheriff, why? Why would I ask the sheriff? Yeah, I'm gonna go up and be like, hey, how do I cross my arms? That's dumb. It's easy. You do this. You do stuff like this. How you cross your arms. You don't need to ask how to do stuff like it's a mechanic thing. It's so... I'm not gonna go in character and be like, hey, I don't know how to lean. How do I lean back on a wall? How do I sit down on a chair? So silly. No, I know. I'll just take some time and just go through the emotes on my own. Yeah, we're just waiting at this moment. just a class. It's not for another like 10 minutes. She's doing them a class each. How to do a couple
Sorry,
things.
that took a minute.
It's alright.
It turned into several things.
Ooh, I like this song. Go for it. At the time. Hey, does we? Are you alive or just? I could just die any minute. Go for a ride down the side. Hey, does you? It's a good song. I love this song. It's a great song.
Oh, I prefer not to pass out while we're doing this.
That would be bad.
Yeah, let's not.
I mean, I'm in good hands and in the right place if I do, but, you know. Let's not. Alright, we may as well get started.
Cool beans, let's go.
Yeah, I don't foresee anybody else being here.
And we only have one actual student right now.
That's me.
We also teach first stage law, by the way.
It is interesting. Do they, what is the word? Understand it? Enough?
I mean, they're better than some I've crossed paths with.
Ah, I see.
It does help that at least one or two of them come from at least a little bit of a medical background as well.
Michaelis, I actually wanted Michaelis for medical. I'm a little disappointed that he joined law. And I remind him at every opportunity.
As you should.
That's what you get for saying no to me, Michaelis. You never get to forget it. Alright, so the three types of stitching that we tend to use the most often, because we usually encounter slashes, gunshot wounds, and punctures, are continuous, interrupted, and purse string. Continuous sutures are good for longer wounds and internal stitching. And we use 3 different types of thread primarily. We use catgut always, with the sole exception being vascular surgery, which we do not do as nurses. We use catgut because the body will just absorb it. There's no point in sewing someone up, just cut them open again to remove some sutures. We also use silk, and we use sterile horsehair. My personal preference is the horsehair because it is a single filament. It doesn't split. It doesn't break the way that silk sometimes can. But silk is better for more delicate sutures. I like silk for hands, feet, faces, and heads. And I have a method of doing a continuous suture that I learned way back when I was learning back in New Alexandria. And it involves just sort of sliding your finger under each suture and out as the thread tightens over your finger. And it's a really good way of maintaining tension. So as you tighten each suture, keep your finger, I use my pinky, my little finger, underneath, and as soon as you feel it tension on your finger, slip your finger out. And once you develop a feel for that consistent tension on your finger, your stitches will always be consistent all the way through.
Mm-hmm. It makes sense.
So before I do any suturing on this, let's call him our patient.
Huh?
What's the first thing I should be doing?
Cleaning. Disinfect the...
You can never clean too much. There's no such thing as too clean.
Her mother was the medicine woman and healer of the band. She knows something.
Also, a lot of the reason I like to have folks practice on pigs is because your hands are going to give you way more information than your eyes can. A lot of this is done by feel, and you can't develop a sense of that without practice.
My mother showed me a few things, but not too much before I left.
It's really important to me for several reasons to minimize scarring. One of the biggest reasons is because at one time I had to remove a bullet from somebody's lung, and this man was a friend of mine and the brother of another friend of mine. I had never done this procedure before. This is also one of the reasons I don't like people to learn under duress, because I've done it and it's awful. And it was one of those situations where
Woof woof.
if I
Dogs.
attempted this, he might die. If I did nothing, he was definitely going to die. So I had to. And he survived, but the scarring left behind, because I did a messy job, had lifelong effects on him. One of which was he had to resign from his career as law. And the guilt behind that has always haunted me, and it has led me to be very, very careful about minimizing scarring.
I can understand how that guilty on it, but it puzzles me. Where I come from, scars are worn as. So I fail to understand how it affected.
Because of the type of scarring it was, it affected his ability to breathe. So I try to think about not just what's happening in the moment, but what's going to happen with this injury afterward. And now it's your turn to try.
Arco.
Jump ready. You alright? Alright, then.
No more joy!
Up, there we go.
Also, be careful not to stick
I'll kill
yourself.
this motherfucker right now.
No, don't call it no trouble. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt nothing. We just came to see everything was going on okay here, but wanted to introduce the docs to my couple of new ranch hands and make sure everyone's got everything they need out this way. Oh no, it's probably a little much. You guys still in need of some supplies out this way with the cotton and such? Duke, if you would give this the other lady the cotton. Corn.
What's your lucky number?
Oh yeah, excuse me.
Oh, welcome. How are you doing? Thank you for being in. I've actually done medical RP before in the past, so it's kind of really hard to act like someone who knows a little bit, but not a lot. But thank you. How are you doing?
Oh, this is just a gift. We were just wanting to come by and put some faces and names in the mix, but yeah, don't want to interrupt your lesson.
Mine's 6, but that's Marcus's cotton. Yeah, they gift.
Yeah, we're just coming by to make. We have some extra supplies laying around, so figured wanted to make it a little bit easier on folks. Yeah, just take it as a present from the Great Hope Ranch. I'll leave you to your business then. Hope everyone goes. I hope it all goes well.
I am having fun. It's really hard, hun, to act like you don't know much. So, we'll see.
Yeah, good luck to him. You have a good nap.
What's that all about?
Oh, it's so hard. It sucks. But Tatsamara's mom, she was the band's medicine woman healer, so she would have taught her these. So she knows enough. She knows some, but not a lot. Like the whole scarring thing, she was confused because where she comes from,
Oh,
you
nice
wear
of them.
scars as a badge of honor. You know.
Oh, helpful.
What did they?
Cotton.
Ah, so that is useful in many different.
Oh, yeah. We use it in... We go through cotton bandages. So many bandages. And suture kits.
I can imagine.
And we do sell bandages at our stalls. A few of us own stalls around. But I always carry some on me, and I just give them away to anybody who wants them.
I am a bit clumsy, so I always have some on myself as well.
Yeah, me too. And splints. I tend to have bad luck with falling.
Ah, I see. Mine is more just tripping over a rock or a barrel that I don't see. Focus on.
Irene and Gravity are not friends.
Gravity's so damn bossy. Pushy ass immutable laws of physics.
Obey the laws of physics, yeah.
Things are a little pinched here, but really not bad at all for what's basically a first attempt.
First attempt here. My mother was the healer and medicine woman of the... Taught me.
I'm actually really glad to have you in that regard, too. It's really helpful to us to have somebody who's more familiar with native medicine and native traditions than we are.
She has taught me a bit. So, and suturing is something she taught me, but not the way you have shown with the... That is... I can see why it is.
It's kind of an extra way of helping keep uniform tension. With continuous sutures, it's really important.
But I can understand the statement where a scar, especially in that area, can make it hard to breathe. It was just a bit puzzling for me that it prevented from doing his job.
Well, he was a deputy. Gotta be fit.
Ah, it is, yes, the kayak have to be. So I can
Hard to catch the bad guys when you can't breathe.
So the next type of stitch that we use a lot, and I like this for probably 80% of external closure, is interrupted sutures. And I like them because they're not connected to each other. So if one pops, you don't lose them all. You only lose the one.
I am quite more familiar with this type of stitch. That is what is used quite often. Considering kayak, you stitch them up, they cannot be out of connection for too long, so... That is what it's to. I hope people don't get too mad because I like to be detailed with my medical RP. As you can see, I like doing it individually and stuff. Oopsie. Good job. 10 out of 10. Mm-hmm. Nice. The talking through it, a little
Something
bit
else to keep in mind is to
interesting
not
for
ever
me.
have two people suturing the same injury at the same time. Your ideal tension might be different from my ideal tension, and when we either get to the ends or meet in the middle, everything's going to be uneven. These type of stitches are good for short wounds, external wounds that are not that deep, or on places that are not that fleshy, like shoulder blades or hands. I also, as you can see, don't like to leave the tails on the knots too long.
Ah, it does tend to get caught too long.
Yeah, it pushes them one way or the other, and yeah, it just... No, I always double check my own work, even if I, think 100% it's fine. You never know. No, you give it a shot.
Oh, I hate my keyboard. Double types some letters. I'll do an little section. Oh, I can't spell thoroughly. God damn, I need a dictionary. There it is. I got it. Okay. Thank you. I'm dyslexic. It is hard to spell words, man.
I don't know. Yeah.
Sounds like Bear's awake.
Oh my god, yeah, no, that one is super hard. There's way too many letters in that one.
Yeah, late last night I got stabbed instantly by Wilder in the neck. Even if they're fighting with the elf, it's a little bit of house roughing. Horsing around and Wilder would get jumping on it and got yet a nice instantly stabbed me in the neck. No, I didn't press charges, so...
I misspelled that. Damn it. Damn it! There we go. Thanks, I try.
What's that? Sorry. I don't know. You know, a lot of other people visited me today while I was awake.
Go ahead. Okay.
I don't know.
And don't worry about being fast. Speed comes with confidence, and confidence comes with practice. That's all.
Understandable.
Something called Molson. Yeah, but before I was in a lot of pain and I'm just tired now. Okay. Okay. If you want to give me to Nola, that'd be fine.
I have to do something with her. It is so hard to act like you don't know much.
I just don't want you to all be full and you can't help others. So. Okay. But if you want to turn them over to Noah, that's fine too.
even though it's already clean, it's good to go through the whole process, make it a habit to just clean, even though you know it's not a real thing, more or less.
I can tell that this is something you're familiar with.
Ah, yes, this stitch is a bit more familiar.
Yeah, I can tell by the way you do this that you're more comfortable with it, which is good because you're gonna be doing it a lot.
I have had to do that sometimes when I was little. My mother needed a bit more assistance. But that is basically all that I was allowed to do.
A little while ago.
This is also something we do a lot because the cleaning up and closing up after surgeons is often left to us.
That's
Just getting things to eat, feeding the children.
I tend to do things, and you'll see me do them, and when I'm doing them, I'll tell you, that are way outside the scope of typical practice for nurses. And the only reason I do that is because my training goes quite a ways beyond that.
So she's been trying to help the kids sleep to me by giving them food.
The best advice I can give is never do something that you're not 100% confident you can succeed in doing.
That's just good advice.
Yeah, thanks for bringing that up, actually. I talked about this with a couple other people earlier today. It's really important to know when you're out, regardless of what the situation is, to know when you're out of your depth. And there is absolutely no shame and no repercussion to saying, I need somebody else to do this who knows more what they're doing than I do.
And if that means taking them to a local doctor, then that means taking them to a local doctor.
Eileen and Liliana were on the sheriff's court when it happened.
It's easier if I actually just tape it.
Our local doctors are not incompetents.
No, anything just tell them to burn my body.
I've been in states where the local doctors are useless, but that's really not the case here.
What?
So if something's really out of your depth, there's nothing wrong with saying, you know, I don't know how to do this, or I think I'm going to do more harm than good in the attempt, so I'm taking you to a local doctor. I would much, much rather have somebody tell me, your nurse took me to the local doctor instead of helping me, than your nurse botched this so badly, I need 4 surgeries to repair it.
Yeah, that's fair. That is, that's definitely a better option. Have one.
So the last type of stitch we use, which is most commonly I use this for gunshot wounds and frequently animal bites, because they tend to be punctures rather than slashes. Now with ragged tear wounds, like, you know how wolves like to grab on and shake?
Ah, yeah.
And you end up with those long, ragged, either interrupted or continuous is good for that, but if they just bite and you get that puncture from the teeth, or for when people have been shot, I like a purse string stitch. And
woof woof.
One of my favorite things to tell people when I suture them this way, to encourage them to take care of it, I tell them, if this swells up, and puckers up and heals that way, you're going to end up with a scar that looks like a butthole.
I was dropped off at the orphanage as a baby when I was first born.
Oh, that's great.
So unless you want a butthole scar, keep that clean.
Unless you want a butthole.
I worked for them when I was younger.
That's great.
Couldn't find
Ah,
anything, so I
that
gave
is a
up.
good way to motivate some.
Pass.
Give him the butthole scar.
He probably had the reasons.
Yeah, one time I was patching a man up and mentioned that this type of stitch can leave a scar that looks like a butthole, and his friend was like, please give him the butthole scar. No, I'm not going to give somebody else a butthole scar on your behalf.
What's that?
That sounds like a...
Yeah, they really are friends if they don't want you to have a butthole scar. And the reason it's called this is because exactly what you think. You make even stitches on along the outside, and then you tighten them and draw everything closed like the top of a purse.
No, I'm gonna make this one the hardest one for her to do, because this is not something that she is ever seen. She has to, you know, have one that is just like completely, okay, you're gonna need practice on that one, but that's fine. Type deal. Yeah, just make a second one. Yeah.
Okay.
So now you can see, as long as your tension is not overdone, everything closes nice and smooth and flat, and actually should leave very little scarring at all. But if you go overboard, or if they let it get infected, butthole scar.
I haven't heard or seen from the in a while.
Butthole scar.
Yeah,
Why don't you try?
Golden with black mane all the way down its back to its toe.
You can get pigs from the local butcher anytime. Just let them know it's for the medical association if you ever want to practice. They'll give them to you cleaned and won't charge you anything.
Yeah, that horse is bought and paid for. Oh, that's the thing. I got silver that I bought with 2 other people. The one other one is probably not returning the state. And then that should be with the other person who put money into it. So I figure with silver and the one who needed a horse, I could pretty much lend it to them and say you could use them. And then it is a fully trained law horse. Like this, yeah, like this. Okay, yeah, Lewis also had another horse. He had a Mustang called Amber. His thing is beautiful. Oh, you should have.
We also do classes on more advanced suturing. Things like through and through and internal suturing. I can do vascular surgery, but don't teach it. If you want to learn it, you're gonna have to learn it from a surgeon.
Amber is black with
That is understandable.
amber color in the looks like a
We do
in
burns and broken bones, and head and neck injuries.
Okay, yeah. I know he's selling that horse. So
Oh my god, words. Holy crap. I need to keep a thesaurus or dictionary on me. Fuck, man.
thank you. I'm funny with
Okay. O-B.
like they would
Oh, you.
no one threatened to handcuff me to the bed. I think you'd enjoy that, Mr. Klondike. Have a good night.
Have a good night, ladies.
Take care. That's not bad for a first attempt, but it's a little bit rough.
I have not seen.
Yeah, I can tell you're a lot more familiar with the interrupted. This one takes practice. You can practice on pork, is the closest stand-in to people.
It has to dual purposes. And you could. Up.
Yeah, you know, dinner later.
Ah,
I mean, really, you can practice on any.
Nah, not really.
But pork is the best stand-in for people. It's the most similar. It'll feel the most similar. Because after you've done it enough times, you'll be working your way through suturing a wound or something, and everything will seem completely routine, and then all of a sudden something will just feel weird and different. And you don't get to that point until you practice a lot and get a good baseline for what feels normal. And like I said, since I can't exactly run around stabbing and slashing people so we can practice, pigs it is.
This is definitely a better alternative.
I can only imagine trying to explain that to Theoden, but Theoden, it was for practice. You sound like a lunatic.
To be honest, that does not sound that crazy to me, but I understand. For it doesn't sound too crazy. I've done some.
I mean, I've practiced on myself out of necessity.
At that point, is it really practice or is it just unless you stabbed yourself for injury purpose? Did she? There's no. Did she?
Surgeons get to the point where they practice on grapes. I've watched Roy do it. He peels grapes and then sutures the skin back on.
Oh, that is it.
So if you wanted to get really good at suturing, you'd work toward that, I guess. What times work well for you for classes? What times work well for you for classes?
Usually around 20.
Okay. I'm usually available most evenings, so. And then on top of that, you're free to shadow anybody from medical that is comfortable having a shadow.
That.
A lot of our function is assisting the doctors, so the sooner you get to know them and work with them, the better. All right.
But the
Yeah, there's almost always at least one or two of us around. I like to say in other states you call a doctor and you might get a doctor. Here you call a doctor and you'll get a doctor and a couple of nurses and probably a couple of nosy trainees.
If you're lucky, you'll get the Surgeon General.
Yeah, sometimes you get the Surgeon General.
It's like someone needs help. We are bored. Fuck.
Almost the entire medical association went down to New Austin to deny a man treatment. Well, we got a runner, and when we went down there, we realized the person who sent the runner was somebody who had assaulted one member of medical and threatened two more. And we were like, yeah, no. You have the right to refuse treatment if you feel like you might be putting yourself in danger by doing so.
I see. That situation. It is understandable. I have seen my mother. Usually those who came in camp and threatened that way.
Well, not only did he assault a member of medical, he assaulted, like, the most harmless member of medical there is.
I don't know if you've met her, but he assaulted Lark.
I have heard of the name. I can't quite recall if I've.
She's a fantastic doctor, and she's also one of, like, the nicest people.
Literally like a human ray of sunshine.
Yeah, she really is.
She's the one that has all the colorful outfits.
There's a couple people that could describe. That could be you, that could be Nora.
Yeah, that could be me, that could be Nora, or that could be
That
Lark,
could be
I guess.
Lark.
She has blonde hair with a long braid.
I think I have briefly, not more than passing. Don't think it's since I've joined up with, but in passing before.
But yeah, she's one of the sweetest people to ever exist. So assaulting her was just, it enraged everybody. It was like a hornet's nest.
This was quite what is the word? It was nice. I learned quite a bit. That is I had a different word.
Educational, informative.
That is it. Informative. It just slipped my mind.
Yeah, I'm not sure when we'll do the next one. It'll be a bit.
Usually it's every couple weeks to a month. Somewhere around there.
But I enjoyed it. I learned quite a bit. A new stitch. I did not know the last one. So,
The surgeons have a bunch more that they use as well, but that's...
Also, I was going to mention this at the beginning of the class, but I didn't want to interrupt Irene. If you weren't on duty for that, you should have been.
oh, I was.
Okay.
Good, yep. Yeah, anything work-related, even if it's just sitting at a table doing paperwork.
I assumed as much. So, went and worked on. Might check my thought there might like not seen it.
Is he still working as a horse trainer?
Ah, I believe so. Yes, he trained my book. Do you need one?
I have a giant Mustang.
Now, let me check my telegram, see if he replied to me. I don't see why he wouldn't mind. I will be right back, okay? Oh. Okay, nothing yet. Did not get one back from him, so I sent him another one. He is pretty bad at checking his.
Yeah, he's kind of always been like that.
Yeah. Hopefully, if I let it, someone will go run into him. Like, he forgot you. Pretty sure the.
If only that was not work.
Maybe the telegram guy got told. No, because it's nothing but Tutama's telegrams ordering up the office.
Just a massive pile.
It's all addressed to the same person. Oh. My music stopped playing. Sorry, y'all need to tell me when my music stopped playing.
Too.
That
Yeah,
kind of gets
probably
easy.
should as well.
It's easy to forget.
God, every time I turn around, it's some disaster.
Pie?
That's funny, I actually have a few on me as well.
Yeah, I have a bunch too.
I forgot I had these. I must have grabbed it.
I made so many. I had so much turkey meat. I shot so many turkeys. The crusade never sleeps.
No problem, hun. Thank you for stopping on and have a good one.
Turkey crusade.
By the order of the white pattern.
What are...
Imagine being part of a group that has such a cool name just to find out it's a bunch of weirdos who like to shoot turkeys.
Oh, is that what you guys were doing? Or the pure, that's one. I was wondering why they told me like to go.
Good target practice.
Yeah, I can see.
They're small, they move very erratically.
If you miss, they're not gonna attack you.
That was fun. I'm not gonna lie, that was really at
Yes, yes, I do.
if I see the poop, quite fond of.
Yeah, we would have to go up to Rhodes.
I have no problem with that if you...
Yeah, sure. Once my arms are back.
She going? How do we...
Howdy.
By the way, Father. I assume you got my telegrams, huh?
Oh, I got your
That.
telegram. I rode over here. So you are nursing. Okay. So, well, it is keeping you out of trouble, I am sure.
It is.
Not this one. Irene, you said you wanted a horse trained?
Yeah, I've got a Mustang that needs training.
I can do this. When would be good?
We can go get him right now if you want.
You want, do you need to... He's not your only horse, is what I'm saying.
He's not, no.
So, okay, it'll take a couple of days for me to get him sorted. But we could do that, huh? Right and talk. So how is the training going, Amara?
I say it is going on.
Sad.
I like to run classes because I don't believe in learning under duress.
That is the more, what they say, the sink or swim. I learned all my medical things under duress.
Yeah, so did I, which is why I prefer my other people not.
I can appreciate it. Nothing like worrying about fucking up something that you're sticking in someone who is bleeding all over the place to think, yeah, that's kind of complicated, I guess.
Yeah, it's one thing when you're only making decisions for yourself, but when someone else's life is on the line, it's a little different.
I'm trying to think of an appropriate response for the people that life was on the line were lawmen when I was doing it.
I'm not gonna say I don't understand that sentiment, because I definitely do.
Yeah. I was, this is before I was full Comanche. Many years ago now. They got into a gunfight with, O'Shea's.
Oh god, okay, yeah.
And, yeah, outside, I think. And, I'd be deputized to look after a woman who was a femme fatale. She kept on trying to get me to go on a long ride or walk with her in the woods. And then kept trying to get me to sit on the bed. All the time, the woman I was with, Kuiai, was outside the window laughing her head off.
Ah, that sounds like my mother.
So, yeah, and then they all came in and they were teaching how to do saline and all that sort of thing. Sticking needles in people. Medics always got grumpy whenever I said, "Oh, just use a bit of gunpowder. That will fix the wound right up."
Yep. I mean, hey, sometimes you don't have any other
thank you for subscribing.
This is true.
and it's not the worst one.
No.
It is effective.
Does this mean I can rely on you, my daughter, to patch me up?
Huh? I would have attempted it anyways. I would have attempted it anyways, regardless. Mother did teach me a bit.
I have not had need to get shot for some time.
This is good. Do not need to get shot, father. We're not young like.
You're saying I am old.
Ah, I am.
There
That
is
is
still
exactly
one more.
what I am saying.
Yeah, rub that in.
We always have one. My knees ache, but I get a horse to ride, so that is fine. But, you know, there's always one more battle to be had, so. Oh, Puni made it back into state today.
Is that? I have not seen.
No.
I was little, I believe.
Indeed. So. But, yeah, he is going to rest and he will possibly be awake later, but we will see him more.
That
Though, as a young Comanche, he is upset that he did not get to live the glorious older days. And we were talking about many things, but the possibility, maybe, of reforming a band. Yes, possibly. Yeah, go. It's funny. I have already trained 2 Mustangs today.
Ah, you've been busy, huh?
Yeah, well.
And this
They keep
puku
on
has
dying.
been. Oh, I see. This puku has been.
That's Mouse, no? She looks well. You are feeding her properly.
Always. There's no reason not to.
Sad. Oh, you have a tall Mustang.
Yeah, I told you he was a big Mustang.
Yeah. I wonder what they were breeding them with. I had one of these. If you get on them and you don't feel like you're on a Mustang, it feels too big.
Feels like a cob almost.
I mean, I'm on a thoroughbred and that thing stands eye to eye with it.
It is a matter of what you get used to. You ride a Mustang around, they are short but powerful. And you get used to their speed, their size, and the way they move, and how you feel upon them. And then you get a bigger horse, you're like, oh no, this is too high, this is not right. And then you get used to a big horse, and you get on a little horse, and you're like, what the fuck happened? My horse is shrunk.
I have a pretty
It's in
good
a very
range
good
of
condition.
sized horses. I have an Andalusian, a Turkmen, and a thoroughbred.
Steady. They looks in good condition. So what do you need doing?
He needs full training. He's had none at all.
No training. He knows how to put one leg in front of the other, so his mother must have taught him something.
Oh
That is
God.
fine. I can do this thing for you. I think the costing the Equestrian Society has changed the pricing since I last did any serious training.
Yeah, now it's up to 300, I think.
$300, yes. Possibly getting back to you tomorrow. Might be the day after, but if I don't, I'm sure I can be around to see you whenever you are likely to be up and about. If that makes sense. We'll
Yeah,
sort that out.
usually in the evenings.
Yeah, that's not a problem. Okay. You want to do paperwork?
Yeah, I'll get them to transfer him to you.
Yeah, I will check him out fully. While you are there, hold his head steady so I can do it. Yes, I see. Yeah. There are a few wild hares. Still has a lot of spirit. I will remove them, and then we will get him trained. Make him run fast. Make him strong. Yes. Maybe train him too good, and he might even outrun one of my horses.
They're questionable, but...
The puku is only part of what makes it fast.
True. You know, next race, I'm thinking of doing it with tomahawk in hand, just to make people ride faster. Nothing like a Comanche coming up behind you with a with a tomahawk to make you really, truly understand the speed of a horse.
Yeah, it also makes you really think about... Makes you have serious thoughts about your own mortality.
I thought it would be funny, personally, but, you know.
I mean, I do too, but also...
Okay.
Alright, let me do the paperwork.
Yes, 22 is lucky to midday.
Okay.
What is the horse's name?
Storm.
Means it's going to be Moody Horse. How old is Mouse now?
The go. I don't
fine.
quite know.
Well, let me know when she starts getting a little older. I will pick out a good mare for you, unless you want the stallion.
Huh? I double check.
It's Tutama Namana. I am Tutama, or Blackfang. We may have met. I have shit memory at times.
I think we did, but briefly in passing, so I don't blame you for not remembering.
She is 20.
Okay, I'll start looking. Start training. Get the young. I will check paperwork, see if they has the paperwork for me.
You should.
Oh, thank you, Jody.
Doing a horse swap.
Yeah.
What do you think, Gasolita or Nina?
But it's up to you. You gotta ride it.
Oh no, yeah. I got a problem. The stablemen aren't talking to me right now.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. I said something too long down in Normandy. Maybe he got a little bit pissy. All I wanted to do is, I got Gia out, got him, and then I talked to him, and then he wouldn't talk to me. Maybe something I said, I don't know. But
That is
thought
interesting.
so I will, if there are any problems, I don't think there are any problems. He told you that Black Fang got your paperwork, yes, so we'll be getting your paperwork.
Yeah.
That's fine. Then I will double check tomorrow when I go to do the first round of training. And if there are any issues, I will let you know one way or another.
Okay.
Where is Ukia gone? Ukia! Kima!
It was a pleasure. I enjoyed the lesson.
Likewise, I think you're off to a really good start.
Yeah, Ariko. I have not seen my father in a bit, so I am going spend.
Of course, you both travel safe.
Ah, Sakomia.
He's gonna help me on and off the horse and find me a shawl to wear or something.
Mm-hmm.
Sit me by the fire with a pipe, huh?
Ah, it is getting there.
You're well?
Yes, I am.
Your Namadekwap is not coming as fluidly, huh?
Okay. It's been a bit.
That's fine. I want only the best for you. You and your brother. I don't know where your brother went, but I want only the best for you. You are finding your way through life. This is a good thing.
Ariko.
It is a strange time of change. Old men like me, we can't change too much. Too caught up in the past, too many things done, too many things seen. Puni wishes for the old days, wishes to fight, wants to raid, wants to know what it was to be Comanche.
Don't get me. It's something that is still there, but I know that is very unlikely.
Well, I don't know. We are.
Right.
Fine horse you got there.
We may put a band together. Who knows what will happen? But this land is small. There are few settlers here. And we would quickly alienate ourselves if we raided anyone in particular. So we would have to be careful. But if the more people come, maybe we will have some fun. Or I'll just try to do Comanche shit with him to do bounty hunting.
I have heard that bounties.
Yes.
One thing I don't like is that somehow they are kind of in.
Yeah, it's always the way. You hide in bushes and grass.
The hide in the dirt, bushes.
How many people went for you?
Well, it's me, but they didn't rush like before. If that's my.
They didn't? You mean they stood back and...
Ah,
interesting.
more like a.
Oh. Why don't we cross over to the Heartlands, up onto Emerald? I need to check on the ranch, on a ranch up there.
Ah, not a problem.
Take our time. Don't mind taking our time to get there, but you may or may not have heard. You know.
Uh-oh. I slipped.
Did you ever meet Ruben?
Briefly, I believe. Very briefly.
No, he is. He has Apache blood, though. He wanted to become Comanche.
Oh,
This man
that
I
is
was
interesting.
I witnessed the wedding. He did it Comanche style for him and Ruby. Ruby, they have a place at our camp. He is currently in Sisek.
Oh, I see.
The chance of him getting out is very slim, if not impossible. We need to get around it.
I think that he pretty big then.
No. Someone was attacked. Someone was threatening his family, so he removed them.
Then I don't see why he is sitting in Siska.
Because they don't like you doing this thing. They killed the man. He is being done for murder.
We're protecting his family.
Yes.
Not sit.
No, it does not sit right at all. We have considered this. Understand that me and Garaka have an understanding. Should either of us be put into a similar situation, I do not want to be caged like an animal. Neither does she. We will. If one of us gets life imprisonment or to be hung, the other is to kill them before this can happen. I would rather take an arrow to the heart than being stretched on a rope or caged like a beast for a time.
Ah, I can agree with that one.
So, but the point is, we had options trying to do things with a lawyer, but I think the lawyers are useless. And now, if we choose to take other action that is more,
What they call vigilant?
No, because it's the opposite. We will be, I'm trying to think, aggressively, more direct, basically we'll break him out of jail.
I see.
If we do this, we'll have to leave, because we would then become very wanted, and that is not something we want to do, but if this goes that way... But I'd rather get our people situated. It's just, it's a fucked up situation, to be fair. The man, there was a criminal. They killed him. And of course, do not trust the law. Do not trust the government. If the law says to you, if you commit a crime, come tell us and we will go easy on you. They won't. They will use everything you say to them against you. This is what they did to him. And the man, the warden at Sisika, is not a good man. A law unto himself. I'm not sure what to think or say right now in this situation. Though I need to speak to Ruby to find out what has changed. Of course, if we can get in and out without being seen, then maybe we can do okay. If that is even a thing.
A bit difficult. You quite a bit of
You ever meet a man by the name of Jacob Fines?
Ah, I ran into him.
The reason why Sissoko is on lockdown and Ruby is not being allowed to see Ruben is because he broke into Sissoko. Apparently it was too easy.
What's it?
Yeah.
I would not think it would be.
Well, I have lockpicks. I have tools. So, I don't know. As I said, nothing is decided yet. But these were options that were bandied around. All it seems to be is no matter whichever land we go to, no matter how far we travel, one thing remains the same. We cannot trust the law.
I've come that in my
So, I work with them as a bounty hunter, but I do not trust them. They are tools. I use them to enable me to do whatever I need to do. Of course, if I ever said that to them, then it would make my life difficult, so I don't say that shit in front of them.
And you should.
No. Regardless of which decisions will need to be made.
My first choice been with our people, but around.
You are doing the best that you can do, and I am proud of you for this thing. It is.
Went to different steps then. Very.
So interesting.
Have to practice.
Oh yeah, sure. I'll go get stabbed.
Okay.
Shame your Uncle Tomosuk is not around. Because we would get into a knife fight or two just for the amusement of it.
Then plenty of practice there, huh?
Oh yes. But yeah, things are interesting at the moment.
Something that Irene said during the lesson that she regards to scars. She tries her best to minimize scarring, and that puzzled me quite a bit.
Minimize scarring.
To make it where it's not seen.
Scars are a lesson.
It is a lesson. Wear it with pride. So I even let her know that was a bit puzzling.
Yeah. Though if I get too many more, I'll be more scar than man, huh?
A walk-in badge of honor. That's point. Big scar.
Yeah, badge of honor. Some would say that, some would not. No, it is
I have a few scars myself. Not as much.
No, I'm older. Uglier.
Okay. I
Done
wouldn't
more
say
stupid
uglier.
things.
My mother saw something. That's the same.
True, she did. Yes, well, wherever she is, I hope she is doing well. I'm not going to lie to you. If she turned up, I would probably disappear. If she doesn't want me wanting a second wife, and Nakaraka doesn't want me wanting a second wife, so if she turns up and I have both wives there, I will be going hunting far, far away.
I do not blame you. That would get
you know.
messy very quick.
You know it.
Either they will try to kill each other, or they both will turn.
Yeah, that is what I'm thinking.
The second part.
Yes. Women, they tend to stick together in these situations sometimes, especially within the camp.
I hope that get to see more around often.
You will. you will. And the Karakar is out and about at the moment. She is ranging far. Gone. Not sure where, but I know she is doing well.
That is all that matters.
The rest of our people, they have scattered to the wind. We do not know where they have gone or if they will return. Puni has returned.
That's way too. Part
He
of
would
what
have
I
joined
am.
me, but he needed to get, he needed to rest. So.
That. Part of me doing. But I feel like I had much repute, but with this.
This is true. This is very true. But the world is changing, my daughter. Things are not as they were. The bands are no more. Most peoples are, restrained to reservation. No freedom. Things are not good for us. And we have two choices. We either continue the old ways or we change and adapt. This is what I try to do. Try to change, try to adapt. But the young, they still want the old fighting. I'm sure you do too, the excitement.
It is still an itch that comes up on occasions. That.
Oh, yes. And this is, this is something I understand. To be fair, I found myself thinking of the good old days.
All I have is that's what.
Well, you grew up in the Nabipuhitana camp.
I did.
Then when your mother took you away and then brought you back when we had formed the Nabi Haviana. But you were very little, as was your brother.
I don't remember much of that.
No. To be fair, you were interesting times, but that was near the time when Wahawi called for his old band to journey out of New Alexandria to West Arlington. And your mother returned to Idaho. And I journeyed to, West Arlington. She would come with you every now and again, but I don't know. You know how things are. Oh, quiet. Fucking possums.
I find possums quite fun.
Quite dramatic.
That does not seem like that would work.
Or being dramatic or screaming.
They fall down. They act like how that would.
Well, they are full of bad medicine. They are, those that touch them get ill. Don't know if they carry bad spirit, but old way of thinking. Not your modern medicine. Taivo medicine, anyway. But you learn how to save lives. You learn a skill that will see you well into the future. When I am long gone, you will still be thriving. This is good. You have to buy your own horses then, by the way.
Ah.
I'm not coming back to give you a new horse every now and then.
Alright.
I will pick you out a decent. You want the mare or stallion?
Don't. Care. Sure.
I don't know. I'll find one with a good temperament instead of focusing on whether or not its balls drag along the floor. The ranch is past the emerald up on the hill, just before the tree line in front of us. We'll go and see if anyone is there. So, how far have you got through your training? When will you be? You looking to be doctor person?
Possible. That is eventually what I.
I understand what you said. Well, you are getting the training. You are looking. It is a useful skill to have. Cannot argue. We both have Mustangs, so wait. Something smokes the horses.
Was the rider half of it?
The horse has got his ass stuck in the air. I was wondering what the fuck that was. I could see it's moving. I was not sure. Across the train track and then follow it along. You can see the light from the house from here. I have no idea what, who is there, if anybody. But it is a destination that allows us to walk the horses, talk. Where have you been staying?
I've been just back at.
I am sure if you see Samuel or any of the those of the Choctaw, they would not object to you pitching a tent in their camp.
I've not recently.
Maybe. They are just down the coastline, the edge of the lake. They are. If you are heading to Valentine from the hospital you were at, you will come across their camp down there. Just yeah, like I say, I'm not sure who is. It seems like many of our people have gone roaming. Many of the people. Though Kelly has not been seen for some time. And Samuel, I bumped into him a few days ago. The Cante was roaming. He gave him a Mustang. Him on a Mustang. More like it's an old horse that doesn't move very fast.
Not fare well on.
He did okay, but the Mustang wants to run. These are good horses, but they not some sway back old horse that is barely able to move above a trot.
With her.
And look, getting old doesn't mean we can, it just means sometimes it's a little harder to do things. We still want to.
So no shawl and pipe by the fire just yet, huh?
Well, a pipe by the fire sounds pretty good, but not today. Well, maybe later.
Not quite need that cane.
No cane, no. What do you think? I now use a shotgun. My sight's not what it used to be. I can still put an arrow where I need to, but pistols get a little hard.
When you
rifle? No.
Shotgun you point. Hope for.
Exactly, yes. Eyesight's got so bad a scanner gun is needed. Alright, watch this side. It gets a little dusty and there are some tents, which I found myself inside of, which I did not see until the last minute. But I am not seeing any puku up here. Naraka to the right, but no puku. In the copse of trees on the opposite side next to the house, there is a campfire.
Does seem a bit quiet.
No. It's up defense. Not here though. Turn around. Do it next to. Easy. There are, like I say, they will. There are tents that will come out of nowhere, especially in the dark.
Just seen them.
Yeah.
She got a bit excited, jump.
No,
Jeffrey.
There's nobody here. Oh. There is a woman by the name of Theodora. Woman's sister. You hear the horse riding? It could just be local getting wet.
Quite possible. Not like the rain that much.
You are aware of who is at the hospital and who is not?
For the most part. Unless something has changed since last was.
Oh. I just asked it.
Do you think someone got hurt?
No, they are out now, I think. They are, I think they took over the Bastille, or whatever they call it now. Is, Ruby's father. But he was hurt. And, yeah, we were looking for Ruby. Well,
Acts like it's gonna hurt them.
I know, the way he was riding, that was a little erratic. He does not, is that a buck?
Eh, I don't.
I'm waiting for it to raise its head. Probably not. I have to squint on.
It's a door, not a buck.
Oh, what was that running along? Ah, it's too wet and cold to go fucking around. Do you not have a cover?
I do.
I'm going to grab my bear pelt. All right. So what are your plans, generally speaking, other than doing the nursing thing?
That is the main one, but the other. Oops. Run into others back into.
The Karaka should be back, I hope soon. Miss her being. Puni, like I say, Puni is back in his teepee. He is resting. He is back. He will be in and out of the state for a time, but he is he will be more focused here.
But with this Athen, I had no idea what words.
I can appreciate that. You know my campsite in Roanoke. Didn't we go up there? No, it wasn't you. It was Nicaragua. I can't remember who I went up there. There
But
is.
you told me.
Yeah, it's under the waterfall. It is. There is a couple of teepee, couple of kani, sitting underneath it with another camp. I thought they were using my campfire, but it turns out they did not. I think where the coyote are going. That way we will go this way. Never follow coyote. They will always trick you and lead you into some trouble. We would have to go hunt the Roanoke sometime.
Like fun. I have not gone.
Yeah, well, we'll see how you're doing. Of course, there is always tall trees.
That is more if you want to get your heart pumping up.
True. Yeah, this is true. This is true.
Although Roanoke does have its share of
Yes. Yeah, there is one or two that likes to chase the locals as they ride around. But yes, there are several along the river. Well, I say several, there are 2 or 3. And above the Roanoke at the Brandywine drop, there is a couple. Plenty to keep you entertained. But the hunting is good. Plenty of deer, plenty of elk. It'd be good to. We haven't done a thing like this in a time. No, the fuck is that?
a raccoon.
I thought it was, but it seemed to have a. Yeah. I didn't see any ears.
Maybe it got it ripped off in a fight.
True. Well, there's a sari next to us. Probably had a trouble or two with him.
Raccoon might have been. Crops?
Ah, yes.
Knows?
Who knows? But yes, going hunting would be nice. Though obviously I need to spend the next couple of days, or maybe later, see what I can do to get this Mustang Storm trained. Interesting coloration.
Take a rest. Hard to else to.
Well, I'll probably train horses up until the day I die. As long as they don't buck me off too much. That's always a problem when you get older. Shit breaks and doesn't get fixed very easily. But, you know, I still carry my muscles well. They keep my body together. It just takes a little longer to get up each time.
That's what that is.
And of course, Nakarakaru is, she is able to train. She works Mustangs fine, but she is more used to the Nakota and Standardbred. She's got very interested in Standardbred recently.
Bad poop.
No? Well, you know, it's a nice horse. But I don't know. I put my heart onto Mustang.
It's what they call on the Mustang.
Just a little bit. But you see, any horse, the horse you are riding is the best horse, yes? Because it is the horse you are riding. I just, yeah. I went through several horses. When I was younger, I used to ride a big Breton by the name of Titus.
I cannot. Breton.
When I joined the Comanche, when I joined the Nabi Puhitana, I was on a Breton, and he was slower than all the other horses, but bigger. And like I said, his name was Titus, but everyone called him Titas. Anyway, I remember those days, and I was told, get a new horse, get a faster horse, get a proper horse. I went, okay. So I got myself Norfolk Roadster. Yeah. And then I had a Nakota for a time. Then I got the Roadster. It was brown, white, and another brown, I think. It was tricolor. It was a nice horse. But then I tried, the Nakota, the reverse dapple. Or was it the blue roan? I forget. And then, of course, I got my Black Ovaro Mustang, and that was it. War Dancer served me for a long time very well. I still miss him. But,
Died in the fight.
I died in the fight against the Tatswana. My own foolishness. I could have peeled away a different route, but I tried to get back to the other cavalry, other horses. And as I went through a very narrow gap, someone came the other way, slammed into each other. But that wasn't the problem. The problem was Tatswana, these Tatswana used poison arrows. And we had been hit with several. See, everybody peeled to the right, which was against the plan. The plan was to go through. So I went through. Found myself surrounded. Arrows coming out of everywhere. War Dancer got hit a couple of times. Started to falter, then hit another horse. And he just did not have the strength to get back up. Of course, I was without my bow at that point. Or I'd run out of arrows. I don't know. The fighting would be pretty fierce. It was very chaotic. I just remember pulling my tomahawk and thinking, okay. With my back to a tree, turned, ran round, started to run into the fight, and heard a bang. I think, well, I'm not sure if you are aware of this. Well, that is the closest I came to death that day. Ah, yes. They pulled a bullet from my back. I think one of the lawmen mistook me for one of the Tatswana. A bunch of natives running around trying to figure out which one is which and shoot which one. Yeah, I can appreciate that. But it's funny. Time is one of those things. And someday you will be an old woman with many stories to tell. Tell your own children or grandchildren. You don't know which way you want to go, right? Heading into Valentine, huh?
Yes, my.
Maybe I will indulge in a hot bath instead of jumping into a river.
It's cold.
Maybe. I have some money. Maybe I will do a meal and a hotel room instead of riding back through the night to Tabanosoko.
Also, gonna have to give her a bath. That is fine. Dirty.
Don't get me started, yes. Well, if we walk, hopefully it won't splash too much, but you never know.
Hey, she likes to roll blood.
What am I looking at? Yeah, it looked like someone was sitting on the back of it, but it is a white cuckoo or gray behind it. Can never be too careful. Awareness. Being aware of your surroundings. That is key. God, before I'd even met your mother, I learned that lesson. We were riding in a land not too dissimilar to this. And talking away to a gentleman. Can't remember, we were just talking shit, you know. And many riders come riding up behind us and kidnap us. Take us from our horses, tie us up, put them on the back of their horses. Then, they had a bunch of riders ride up on behind them. And one of them, a man by the name of Irish, being an Irish man, called one of the others out, and they stripped down and started fighting. Of course, I can't remember, I forget his name. I know what he looks like. Dark hair, dark beard, tall, good man. He died of the tuberculosis. Yeah. He said if he had known we were there, he would have got us off the horses. But the people who had got us, they ran. They ran their horses. They took us. Circled around plateaus, you know, kind of like the ones we have here. And they were being chased by the lore at the same time.
Oh.
From the point of being kidnapped to how close we got to the bank, which is where they were going to take us, I think they made it about 50 yards closer before they got. But a lesson I learned. The lesson is this. Every now and again, look over your shoulder. You never know who is coming up behind you.
And I do all the time. Lesson.
Sad. Yeah, you never know. And for our people, for us, often being a case of having a few two enemies.
I will.
Sorry, say that again. You seen?
I will. That aren't
Yes.
aware of there's quite a bit.
Yes. Always rushing from one place to another without actually stopping to look at where they are or what is near them. I mean, here we are riding between, we have plateau on our left, we have bigger plateau on our right, you know.
Not of it.
Huh? Same on the one to the right, but of course if you cross the one to the right you end up in the Cumberland Forest. It's a beautiful land. Okay, the town and the tar works and all that, these are not so pretty. It is a shame. But it is, what do they call it? As progress.
Trust.
Well, not what I would choose to call progress. But it is what it is. Try to think back to when
Do you wish to pass? All you have to do is say.
keep on writing. You heard him sheath his weapon when he came up behind us.
Wonder if he was just riding with the doubt as a precaution.
I've come across this more and more often. Yeah, they do this, and then they get close to you. They sheath you, and they put them in their holster or their rifle sheath. And I'm just thinking, you know, how quickly that could go bad.
Ah, that defeats the purpose of riding with a doubt if you put to the way when you else.
Oh. Oh, look. Valentine in all its glory.
And she's already dirty and nothing but to walk.
Yeah. So is Hukia. Well. Or should I say Hukia the second? He is a little smaller than the last one, but yeah. I wonder if anybody is in town. Well, we made it as the sun comes up behind us. The sky is starting to lighten. Oh, I don't mind sleeping through the day. I am tired. It has been good seeing you, good talking.
Nice ride.
We have spent a lot of time apart. Yes, I feel bad for some of this, but often it has been, for me, it has been a case of duty to the band. I've always given everything, my entire life, to the band, to my chief.
Alright, so you...
Well, I have no rival now. Although I suppose the closest I could get is I am my own rival. So, we have plenty of time.
That.
Being out here is great, till I run into people.
Well, certainly.
Cuckoos like to keep up with the wagon.
There's a sense of challenge to their dignity. They see the two horses moving, they go, oh no, we have to be faster than them. You know, they are herd animal. They like to be in groups. Alright. Okay. I don't know. Yeah, it is too wet and shitty out there. I was tempted to go find a bush to sleep in, but, you know. It's not...
Better. Alright. Push here.
Yeah. It is not my, my furs and my teepee. Those are truly comfortable. Not everything. So, my daughter, after you. Might scare the shit out of him.
Nice.
Because we don't get to be.
That's like it. What a shame. That is the room I wanted.
Yeah, where just to be? This is not. This is. Oh, it must be that one down there.
Oh. Can't even open that door.
No. Well, if you need, if you cannot rest in that one, I can stake the floor in front of the fire. I have no problem.
It is alright. On that.
Okay. So that. Rest well. I'll see you anon. I will be returning to the Banasoko and Armadillo to go get this horse trained. I'll have him transferred down there. So that is where I will be for the next couple of days. But I'm sure we'll keep in contact. Huh? So, okay. So come here, my daughter. Be safe.
Aw, that was so nice. That was really nice. All right, guys. I am going to end that there. Thank you so very much for watching. It was great. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your night. If you're watching this after the stream, hi, my name is Taro. Great to have you. Please hit the like button if you haven't subscribed if you want to watch it live, and I'll catch you. Bye.